Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show up for an international audience. It's the Falcons going up against the Black Knights. With that, we head over to jolly old London as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Atlanta Falcons and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big game.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run it again with Martin. Oh, nice move. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Take it at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and just 1. They come out here in the eye. In motion is Austin Hooper. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They start the drive with Martin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people called explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Following the penalty, Martin. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On second down, Martin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
I got 83. Let's go.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The defense now getting set and heading back onto the field.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
They come out here in the eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
So second down, 3 yards to go now. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come out here in the eye. From midfield, here's Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Throwing is Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, and let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to run.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Drops it off to Martin. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Freeman again. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. They come out here in the eye. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They toss to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion is Austin Hooper. Now Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Black Knights and the Falcons are having some trouble moving the ball through the air. The yardage totals are low, and that's helped play into what was a low-scoring first half. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Black Knights now, they have it.
And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The third quarter starts with a run by Martin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down following the run.
Four down. Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Martin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down and 6.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. They'll come out in the pistol. On third down, Taylor to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bortles going to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 79 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, Taylor. It's caught. Cameron, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give him the first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They run. Martin. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Taylor to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Martin, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Still 1st down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. They were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys in.
Kind.
Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the 2nd, 3rd level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in. So credit to them, but also a big credit to the offensive line coach, because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now Bortles looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the pitch to Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go! Run at 38!
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. Surveying the field. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. 2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play. All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The point after now for Aguayo. And that makes it 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now it's Freeman. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come up in an offset eye. A toss play left. There goes Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. This is Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
He's back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Martin. And he'll get this up to... And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Third down, it's Doug Martin. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
not from the crib. Give me space, we might rob it. Most say that